This curtain project was supposed to take 1 weekend. And this is the exact moment the curtain saga began. It's really hard to move them. They're not even. That happened. These were IKEA Ridva curtains hanging on IKEA curtain rods. I think they would look even more wow if they were a little bit higher. I have seen designers do that consistently. And so while these are okay, I'm going to raise it as high as I can. The truth is, they're not my favorite. Look at the tabs. They're starting to look raggedy and they just don't work for me. So I tried a hack with IKEA curtains to put these hooks and put them on rings so that they slide better. And they are supposed to look a little bit more elevated. Yeah, that definitely improved the movement issue. So that's one way to go as far as hanging IKEA curtains. Then I thought maybe I need more color. So I tested some curtains I had somewhere in the house. I was inspired to move furniture around because the new curtains commanded it. But I couldn't find this exact match to these curtains, so I had to go search for an alternative that was just like this, and I just couldn't do it. I'm just not sure if I want them that dark. Neutrals, browns, I even ordered some swatches. I've even put curtains side by side so I could compare. But at the end of the day and everything that I've reviewed, it leads me to believe that maybe I'm ready for custom curtains. Well, that was a sticker shock. And that led me right back to IKEA. Yep. I went to see these curtains that everybody was raving about on social media. They're $59.99 for the pair, and they're supposed to be blackout, and they are called Billboard. Well, these are it. Well, the joke's on me. I tried them on the wall, and I really hated them. Even as I tried to iron them and all the things, I could not get them to look pretty. Then I ordered from another company called Drapes. Now, these curtains definitely were better. They were more flexible, pliable. They looked better on rings. You could adjust the height a little bit more. So these were pretty good as far as fabric, and they were made way better. They were lined, so they were good for blackout. But this Dutch cocoa was not my favorite because it really made the room darker and heavier. When I returned the curtains at IKEA, I thought, well, let me check their track system. They have a whole setup for tracks that go up to the ceiling or as high as you want if you want to mount it on the wall. This is the tricky part. I don't know if there are other track systems that are easier to install, but this is not a piece of cake. So now I started paying attention at hotels and anywhere I went, what they used on tracks and how they set them up. And of course, that took me through another rabbit hole. There's something special about the way that the track helps weave the fabric in and out, and that's called a wave pleat. I had to learn about that because that for shears is a really good way to keep them pretty aesthetically pleasing all throughout. I learned that JCPenney's has really good sales on curtains from time to time. You just have to kind of keep checking. But I got 6 panels of the one on the left, and I got 6 panels of the shears on the right. Remember how I told you that there's wave pleats? Well, I ordered these shears as a rod pocket header. And then I bought this wave tape. Wave tape uses a special mechanism on the track, so I knew it wasn't going to work as is with these little hooks that it comes with. So I had to make an adjustment with regular pinch pleat hooks. And that helped me get that wave look without having the wave special track system. I discovered this hack by accident as I learned the whole wave tape and tracks. So I just added this by hand, nothing fancy. You can do any kind of stitch, use a sewing machine, just put them on there as best as you can. And I added a regular pinch pleat hook. You're supposed to space them about 4 to 5 inches apart, and I actually used my hand to space them out. No shame in my game. So long as you do them evenly throughout, you're going to get this look. I had about 8 hooks per curtain panel. I ended up loving the look, and also because the wave tape was kind of sheer, this was a soft illusion. When I tried the regular pleat tape, it was so stark and it didn't fold as nice. Let me show you something that I learned. So I have a triple track. There's a trick to make this like look super expensive and lush with the triple tracks. You can add shears anywhere on those tracks, either the front, the middle, or the back, so that you can create a more voluminous and stacking illusion. That means at night, you're going to get better coverage. I ended up loving these shears, and even though they are polyester as well, I like the airiness and the vibe that they give. Now, they won't shrink up so much because the IKEA ones were such a pain in the butt every time I washed them. They were cotton, and so they shrunk really badly every time. Now, these on the left are also polyester and they're great length. They go up to 108 inches. Even though the color on this was lighter and better than the other curtains I tried, they did not satisfy. They were a little too shiny and stiff, probably because they were room darkening and thicker. They are also polyester, so I think that for this particular darker ones, I would need something like a linen or a linen blend. A lot of things are right about these, but they're not as soft and lush as I really expected them to be. After going through several months of looking, I am not going to settle. And that's why I'm at a crossroad, because originally I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to do the more colorful panels with the shears. Right now, I have them temporarily as 2 on the left, 2 in the middle, 2 on the right. Since I don't like these, I'm going to return them and I'm going to keep the shears in the meantime. But if I were to do a whole entire wall of shears, I need to order more. And I'm kind of at a crossroads trying to figure out if that's what I want or if I want to anchor with 2 additional darker, maybe linen or faux linen or something else on the left and on the right, or maybe even the left, right, middle. What would you do? I would love to get your feedback on what you think would be great for me to do going forward. When I asked my youngest daughter what she thought, she said, I'm not sure if that's the right vibe for that room. And I thought, darling, don't add more to the curtain saga. Because if you know anything about me, you know I'm already planning my next DIY. I'll see you next time.